Prior to the time of European contact, most of the major islands in what is now known as the Philippines had rich political landscape consisting of polities known as barangay or chiefdoms of different economic scale and hierarchical complexity. These socio-political units were sometimes also referred to as barangay states, but are more properly referred to using the technical term polity rather than state, so they are usually simply called barangays. But evidence suggests a considerable degree of independence as a type of city-states ruled by datus, raja, lakans, and sultans. Some barangays were well-organized independent villages consisting of 30 to 100 households. Other barangays, most notably those in Maynila, Tondo, Panay, Pangasinan, Cebu, Bohol, Butuan, Cotabato, and Sulu, were integrated into large cosmopolitan polities. These societies are said to be integrated into a regional network through local-based trading and raiding activities. The chief or datu, who plays a central role in the political and economic well-being of the polity, controlled and mobilized the goods to create alliance among and between polities. Anthropologist F. Landa Hucano defines this period of the barangay states dominance approximately the 14th to the 16th centuries as the barangay phase of the early Philippine history. The barangay phase of the Philippine history can be noted for its highly mobile nature, with barangays transforming from being settlements and turning into fleets, and vice versa, with the wood constantly repurposed according to the situation. Historical barangays should not be confused with present-day Philippine barrios, which were officially renamed barangays by the Philippine Local Government Code of 1991. As a reference to historical barangays, however, every information regarding pre-colonial barangay leads to a single source, Juan de Plasencia's 1589 report Las Costumbres de los Indios Tagalos de Filipinas. Historian Damon Woods challenges the concept of barangay as an indigenous political organization and consider it as a myth primarily due to lack of linguistic evidence. Based on indigenous language documents, Tagalogs did not use the word barangay to describe themselves or their communities. Instead, barangay is argued as Spanish invention from an attempt by the Spaniards in reconstructing pre-conquest Tagalog society, early polities in the Philippines, put primacy on alliance or confederations rather than territorial conquest in expanding their political power. When barangay grew larger, as was the case in Manila, Tondo, the Madyaas of Panay, Pangasinan, Cebu, Bohol, Butuan, Cotabato, and Sulu, among others, they took on a more complex social organization. Several barangays consisting of households loyal to a datu, raja or a sultan banded together to form larger cosmopolitan polities as an apex city-states. The rulers of this barangay would then select the most senior or most respected among them to serve as the paramount datu. These polities sometimes had other names, such as bayan in Tagalog regions. But since the terminology varies from case to case, scholars such as Hucano and Scott simply refer to them as the larger barangays. These networks derived their legitimacy in three ways: circulation of prestige goods such as porcelain, celadon, jewelry, marriage, ritual feasting. First, distribution of prestige goods were used to unify rulers, elite members of the society. Second, chiefs strategically contracted marriage with daughters and sisters of the political elite and influential commoners. Third, chiefs or dato-sponsored feast attended by allies and subordinates to negotiate social status relations within their network. The early Filipinos had both written and unwritten laws. The written laws were promulgated by the datus. The two known written laws in the pre-Spanish era are Maragtas Code, which was said to have been written about 1250 AD by Dato Sumakwil of Panay, and then the Kalantiao Code written in 1433 by Dato Kalantiao of Panay. It can be said that the laws of the barangay were generally fair. The system of government, although defective, was not so bad considering the conditions in other lands in the age during which it flourished.